Listing Agent Timeline. Objectives. The objectives of this chapter are to use time effectively, have the right time expectations, and act based on listing agent short sale demands. Listing Agent Timeline. Initially, the property owners are current in payments. However, they know that very soon they will default. For practical purposes, we will say the client is in pre-default. This new line below represents the listing agent timeline. As soon as the property owner defaults, this person will enter into collections. This collections period lasts up to 120 days. At this point, the default is not yet public record. Collections are just between the creditor and the property owner. At this point, very few people know about the default. Once the creditor gives up collecting, a notice of default is recorded. At this point, the property owner is in pre-foreclosure. The recording of the notice of default makes the default public record. This is where most foreclosure lists are originated. Most marketing materials arrive to the client during this period. If default continues, eventually the foreclosure sale date will arrive. The best moment to obtain a listing is when the property owner is in pre-default. The beginning of this blue line is when the short sale action starts. In short sales, it is better to have a long listing, 1 year long if possible. If there is time, it is a good idea to list the property for 1 full month at a value that covers the full debt, plus commissions, and closing costs. The aim of this is to give the property a full price listing history. This is a good moment to start contacting creditors, create a preliminary HUD-1, collect the short sale package, and, if the creditors are open to it, possibly begin short sale negotiations. At the least, everything should be ready to start a short sale as soon as there is an offer. If the property is over-mortgaged, no offers will be made the first month. After the first month is over, price adjustments should begin. This is when discounting the property begins. For short sale negotiations, always consider these factors. Ask for a 60-day closing. Expect long waits. And offers will fall off because buyers will get tired of waiting. Avoid showing multiple offers to the loss mitigator. Keep those offers as backups. Showing several offers to the loss mitigator will typically delay decision-making. Once the price is adjusted, a first offer will be accepted. This is the offer with which to start the short sale. Chances are that the first offer will fall off. A second offer will be accepted. Chances are that the second offer will also fall off. A third offer will be accepted. Sooner or later, the first settlement letter will arrive. It is a good idea to counteroffer for at least more time. If needed, counteroffer for lower price too. The settlement letter needs to be realistic. Very soon, there will be an acceptable settlement letter. A settlement letter with a 60 days closing is preferable. Time pressures make things difficult. If everything went well, the settlement letter expiration date should be well before the foreclosure date. It is important to close as soon as possible. Have a lot of time to close, but close in a short time. Sometimes there is not enough time to realistically close as per the settlement. If more time is needed, request an extension for closing. Obtaining a 30-day extension is usually not hard. If the creditor is flexible, there will be another closing date. For that to happen, the creditor will postpone the foreclosure. That means there will be another foreclosure sale date. If even more time is needed, request another extension. If the creditor is flexible, there will be another closing date. For that to happen, the creditor will postpone the foreclosure again. That means there will be another foreclosure sale date. Extend the listing agreement every time the sale is postponed. Review. Start the short sale as early as possible. List property for as long as possible. A year or more is better. If possible, initially list property at full payoff plus transaction costs. Make price adjustments as needed. Be ready for offers to fall off. Request long closing. extend listing every time you get the foreclosure sale postponed.